Welcome to Quantum Messaging Services. I'm Nina Howell. I am the provider and owner of quantumnina.com. And today you're going to learn about me. So, first things first, I do quantum teleport from a future space time where I am observing a past space time, which is usually an audio or video recording. Video recordings is where you're going to receive information. So, I have taught people over the last year. Slowly but surely, people are starting to catch on and learning how to create independent videos so that they can hear themselves from themselves in the future, just with the power of recording a video. How is this being done? Well, I do have a few abilities that most people do not have. My sensory sharing, I don't really know what to call it, but all of my five senses are shared with the people that I am sending a message to, and also the people that are involved in sending messages to themselves. So if you are in a room with me, for example, and we are in an appointment and you are watching a video with me while it's you in the past, let's say it's like a decade in the past, and you want to share a bunch of designs, visuals, and stuff. Well, I do share all of my five senses. So I will be looking at all of the visuals and projecting them to your past self. I will also be pulling your past consciousness, all of your senses, into my body. So I'm doing this simultaneously. So I'm pulling your past self into my body so that you can see the designs, but I'm also sending them, projecting them with my mental. So I'm sending them also in that way. So it's a give and take. So point A is me and you, and point B would be you in the past. I'm also everything that you speak would be audible for you in the past. Now, how audible you are really depends on how evolved you have become as far as being a receiver. Now, I do have some bad news. Over the last year. I've learned that some people are not receiving the same way that other people are, which means they either have interference when they're trying to receive a message, which is mainly the case. But some people don't have interference; they just don't have the ability to hear the quantum dimension from the future. So usually I have a process of getting them activated to where they can hear better. A lot of times it's just excuse me, opening your mind and changing your vibration. So we'll talk about that in another video. But a little bit about me is that I do share all my five senses. So you, in any rate where you are in an appointment with me, I will be sharing my five senses to deliver your message to you. So you will hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. As far as touch goes, I keep that PG. I mean, I'll touch your nose so you know that I'm there from the future, or I will chew bubble gum so you will taste mint, or you will taste whatever bubblegum flavor I have in my mouth. So when you are recording your videos, I do suggest that you guys all make sure that you are not chewing any bubble gum so you can taste the difference. Also, make sure you have no distractions. So when you are making videos for those independent videos, you guys really do have to make sure you have no distractions. No one interrupting you, even telepathically. You have to have I have to have your complete focus. So your focus needs to be on me and thinking of me in the future, not me in the present time, and then me in the you. So you need to focus on you and me, because that's who's going to be the people. Those are the two people you're going to be receiving from, unless it's your family members that you've elected to speak for you after you have passed. If you want to know how you died or anything like that, that would exist far decades later, after you've gone. You can elect people to be present for those messages, but for now, most people just want to know what's going on while they're alive, not after they've died. However, if my children are successful at doing what I do, time travel, then they will probably be giving you messages with my explicit like instructions. My children will probably take over after 50 years from now, unless I live until like 130, I might keep going. But 88 is when I went to stop delivering messages to people, except for family and friends. So unless we're family and friends, you're probably not going to hear from me after 50 years from now. other than that, if you have any questions, definitely reach out. If you are a scientist and you want to study me, I am 100% open to being studied in a lab. I just haven't had the opportunity. I've been reaching out to several different companies, letting them know that I have quantum biology and that I am doing what I'm doing for business as far as quantum teleportation and time travel goes. But I don't have a team yet of scientists that have like said, hey, we're going to compensate you this much, and we would like you to be in the lab with this schedule, which is really would be a dream come true to do, even if it were just like a seasonal, part-time, temporary thing. Just so you guys have the data that you need to understand me genetically and also biologically. Those two things go hand in hand. It's not just chemical what I do, or it's not just mental. It's not the way my brain is wired. It's all the way down to my atoms. That is what makes me different. And I think I'm being called like a new human, or like the next step in humanity or human evolution. So I hope that's what everyone concludes after they study me. I do want to understand also the macro level. The micro would be the biology and the genetics, but the macro would be how I'm interacting with the space around me, which would include like measuring the quantum field, having quantum entanglement measurements, having different volunteers be receivers in recorded spaces. So just recording me and measuring me when I'm traveling, as opposed to when I'm just in a basic state, not traveling through any space time. Also, when I mentally project, like astral project, to other life forms, like I astral project to the sun, and someone commented and said that when I come back to my body I actually spike the satellite radar. I don't know if it's like considered a solar flare or what, but the fact that my DNA on a micro level does fuse with all elements and life forms, and multiplies and copies itself onto those things, then if I'm doing that with the sun, just even like in thought, if my energy that's teleporting goes to the sun and fuses with the sun, then I am kind of fusing with our sun. So and by sun I mean the star in the sky that we see every day. So yeah, I do that when I meditate, but just stuff like that I would love to study and see what's going on a micro and macro level, and have as many volunteers as possible to research these experiments with me, because I think it'd be a lot of fun to find out what we're capable of together, as opposed to me just going at it alone. All right, I hope that's helpful information. If you have any questions, again, just contact me. I have my email, my phone number, everything on my contact page. I have a contact form. It does work. I've tested it, so you can use that too. And you can reach out by text messaging or calling me too. My phone number is my cell phone number, so it will take you straight to me. All right, Godspeed. Whoa.